Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So this week was pretty good. Had some pretty nice A+ setups actually. Quite a good amount of opportunity each day. Though I didn't manage to execute as well as I could have on some of the days, but I ended up doing pretty well in the end, I would say. And I do feel like we're just making steady progress again. It's just a slow, consistent process that I just keep having to work towards. And I'm sure that it'll pay off over time. But yeah, I'm not gonna delay much longer. It's a shorter video this week because I am going away and there's bank holiday on Thursday. So yeah, just no trades until after Wednesday. So yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into this week's trades. Alrighty boys, so for today the high time frame does seem to be pretty bullish. We are pushing deeper into this daily order block above, and we are expecting some bullish confluences like a 4-hour and 1-hour order block for the continuation. We do have NWOG below, which it could be a target for a sell, but right now the high time frame is aligning a bit more for longs in my opinion. And looking at the low time frame, we are trending a bit higher. We have some bullish confluences which we are respecting as well, but I want to wait a little bit longer. The 5-minute does have some conflicting confluences that maybe could lead to a bit of a reversal, and we also have an untapped 50-minute order block below which overlaps with that hourly discount zone, so maybe we can move to tap that, but right now I just want to wait for some more confirmation. I ended up finding my entry pretty close to the market open. Price ended up retesting the 5-minute order block that was newly developed. This was also overlapped with the 5-minute high-low discount zone, and then we had a 1-minute shift off of that tap, and because of that I entered into this position. I was pretty confident since the high time frame and low time frame were quite aligned, and we also had a pretty good target of the hourly order block, though price was quickly swashed down during market open to stop me out for an L. Quite unfortunate today with what happened. The setup was pretty close to market open, though it was one that I was confident in. Didn't end up running, which is all good, but I didn't expect the dump this crazy, and I did do a little bit of a reanalysis the next day where I did realize that I was just blatantly wrong about the direction. I was too hasty with my own trade, and I didn't give price the time to develop, but it's all good. These things do happen. I do make mistakes, so yeah, I'm not invincible to losses, and what determines the future results is how I just handled these losses and how I move forward. Alright guys, so overall for today I did want to see price develop a little bit more. We do have a recent shift lower on the hourly, and we formed a fresh 1-hour order block which we could retest into. We did have some LRLs to the buy side though, and we did fill in NWOG again, and since that is the case I do want to drop to the lower time frame to have a look to see what price is doing. And we do have some current bearish confluences like a 15-minute order block and a 5-minute fair value gap, and we are finding some accumulation right now though, so I do want to see the reaction off of these low time frame imbalances before I do anything, especially after what happened yesterday. So just trying to maintain more of that patience to wait for a reaction, and we were extra patient today as we waited quite a while for the setup. Price ended up pushing higher and created a wick sweep and also a higher resistance strong liquidity, which was good for shorts. We were trending bullish overall, though we do have imbalances below like the 15-minute order block which were unfilled, and we are due for a retest. And with price hitting the 1-minute high-low golden zone and then shifting by inversing a 1-minute fair value gap, I was able to get into this trade. We ended up running really well initially, which was really nice. Price pushed to the immediate LRLs, which is where I moved to break even. Also ended up topping up contracts there because of the candle formation. The price ended up pushing higher to hit break even for today. I think for today it was really good overall. I was really patient and waited for the A+ setup to come, and took it with confidence and ended up hitting break even, which is all good. Break evens are what keeps my model profitable in the long term, and they are a good habit and practice to keep my account safe and alive long enough for my itch to play out. So it's definitely a good improvement from yesterday, which is what we'd like to see. Alright, so coming into the high time frame, we do feel quite bearish today. Just developed a wick sweep on the hourly with a new high resistance liquidity developed. We do have some nice targets below, and we are respecting the 1-hour order block overall. Since market structure plus the confluences are aligning pretty well, I do feel quite confident in the shorts. I just want to see how price develops further on the low time frame, and said low time frame was moving quite bullish currently with some fresh imbalances like a 15-minute fair value gap and a 5-minute order block, and I just want to wait to see the reactions to these imbalances. And if we do inverse these low time frame imbalances and align with the high time frame, then I'll be very confident in the setup. And price did end up providing that inverse pretty quickly. We ended up confirming some 5-minute inverse imbalances which align with the high time frame, and I just needed the shift on the 1 minute to really get into the setup, which we did get shortly after, and I ended up entering. Price got a pretty nice dump down initially though, that was quickly brought up, and we ended up forming pretty decently, but I didn't end up topping up due to market open being quite close, and we were still holding when market open hit, and that's where I moved to break even, though this didn't really matter as much as we hit my target shortly after. So yeah, clean A+ setup today. Pricing I'm running really well, which I'm quite happy with, and I'm quite proud of the analysis that I did today, and I held the good patience to wait for this setup and price to align before getting the confirmation to enter, and just overall maintain everything well, and that allowed me to cash this setup. And yeah guys, that's it for this week, because bank holiday is tomorrow and going to camp on Friday, so we'll just be ending off the week here. Alrighty boys, that's about it for this week. Pretty good setups overall, and I think I did pretty well. Just some little things that I could improve on, like maybe my executions could be a bit better, some more niche things, but yeah, I just really noticed that mechanically I can be a bit better. Yeah, I think that I'm in a good spot, and there's not really much that has changed. I just gotta stay consistent and just continuously grow over time and keep maintaining my good mentality. And things like my risk calculation and top-ups could improve, because a lot of times I do round down my calculations because I want to be safer, though that does lead to some smaller wins like on Wednesday, and some days not even counting towards the 5-day win requirement like a day last week. And because of that, I may consider rounding higher moving forward, as I do have to keep my winners larger than my losers, and scared money makes no money, right? And I am very confident in my model. There's just honestly, I think it's most likely nerves from just being on the funded stage. It's all good though, I'm making good progress, and I'll keep working to stay consistent. And I'm going to be on a short little break due to camp that I'm going to, but I'll be back from next week, going from Wednesday till the end of the week, so the vids will still be the same. And yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for sticking around and watching the journey. I think I've grown a lot since when I first started a little over a year ago, and I really appreciate all of you guys just coming in and watching my journey progress over time. And yeah, that's about it for this week, so check out the Discord if you guys are interested, and yeah, I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Be sure to enjoy your holidays and, you know, spend time with the fam. And yeah, that's about it for this one, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.